So that on Twitter you said board comments. Can we elaborate a little bit what that means?
When we go into a fight, when we go into a fight, we say it's war. It's combat. Two warriors going at it. We put our life on the line when we go in that ring, and
Devin, Ryan and Tank, they're supposed to be betting their fight first on this fight. How do you see that going? Do you think that's real or pro wrestling?
Nah, I don't think it's real. I don't think that they should at the end of the day. You know, when you go into a fight, you put it all on the line anyway, so there's no point for them to bet the fight first or anything like that.
Do you have a favorite in that fight?
I think it's a good fight. I think it's 50-50. I think Ryan obviously has a size advantage, but you know the rehydration clause kind of like, you know, I don't know how he'll be under that, but I think it's a good fight for boxing. I'm excited to see it, and I'll be there to watch it.
Champ, obviously the winner of that fight, whoever it may be, is a huge fight for you after May 20th for you to defend the titles one last time before you move up to 140. Just curious.
Maybe one last time. We'll see.
Obviously you got to hit that scale, but just to be clear, would you accept any sort of rehydration clause if Tank were to win Saturday night?
Yeah, no, I said this before. I say it again. I never do a rehydration clause. Well, not at this where I'm at in my career. Right now, I'm the champion, the guy with all the hardware. So it would be no point for me to do a rehydration clause, especially with me being the champion. And everybody knows how hard it is for me to make 135. Tank said I was a middleweight, right? He said something like that.
Yeah.
Loma said I'm a heavyweight. So we know what it is.
Do you see any scenario where you would ask somebody to do a rehydration clause, like you're moving up and you find somebody bigger?
Yeah. Like I said, not in this point in my career.
Okay.
You know, I'm fighting for belts and stuff like that, so there's really no point in me doing a rehydration clause, but you never know.
Chad, who do you think will give you a better go, or be a tougher out for you, Ryan Garcia or Tank?
I can't really say. You know, styles make fights. Ryan is much bigger, but Tank has much more experience. He showed that I think he punches harder than Ryan, but and I think Ryan has more speed. But we just got to see. You know, styles make fights. You never know.
Jim, how does it feel? Did you fight Ryan Garcia?
Yeah.
And it was 3-3, right? You took 3 and you took 3. So you probably know him better than anybody, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, we fought when we were kids. Our first fight, me and Ryan's first fight, we were like 10 years old. So yeah, we got a lot of history together. But you know, I've changed as a fighter. I've gotten better, and I'm sure he has too.
I just talked to Ryan at the press conference, and he stated that after this fight, he's victorious. He definitely want to fight you. He don't know it's going to be at 35 or 40. What you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's good. I'm rooting for him. I want him to win. With that being said, you know, because I want to make the biggest fights happen. You know, he's showing interest in wanting to fight me. So you know, that's the guy I want to win.
Do you think Tank will fight you next if he win against Ryan?
He hasn't shown too much interest in fighting me. But I don't know. You know, it all starts with May 20th, me being victorious then. That's my main focus, is being victorious, because without that, then, you know, I don't get the bigger fights that I want.
Would you fight at 135 or 140 against Ryan?
We got to see. Probably 135, because it'll be an undisputed fight if it was to happen. But I don't know. I still got to see how I feel on May 19th, but, you know, making the way to May 20th with me in the fight, see how I feel. But we'll see. You know, we're not ruling nothing out.
Here's the fighter they've been calling out your names. His name's Shakur Stevenson. What do you think about Shakur, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a good fighter. I think he's supposed to call my name. A lot of people, they was waiting on a reaction, like a crazy reaction from me, but it was no reaction because that's what he's supposed to do. I like that he called my name. I respect that, because I remember at a point when guys wouldn't call my name, they would say I was email champ, or you know, it was nothing to gain, it was this, it was that. So now that guys are calling my name, I can't be mad at it. I gotta respect it. I say I'm the guy at the division. I say I am the guy with, you know, all the belts. So that's the guy you should call.
How important is that?
And if he wasn't calling me, I would say he was a duck. So the right thing to do is to call my name, and but like I said before, you know, put some substance behind it, because you know the right people. Shakur knows the right people to call to make the fight happen, and yeah.
How was the sparring session? He said, you know, after the fight, he He dominated you in the sparring sessions, and he stated that when he do fight you, it's going to be an easy fight. He want to fight you to make a point. How was those sparring sessions, and just attest to that?
Yeah, me and Shakur, we've been sparring since, bro. I think my first sparring session we were like 20 years old, maybe a little bit older, but something like around there, maybe like 13 years old. So it's been times when he got the best of me and I got the best of him. But I cannot, judge him off of those sparring sessions. I know he's gotten better, just like I can't judge Ryan off of the fights we fought when we were kids, because I know that he's gotten better, so have I. If you judge him off a sparring session, you're gonna be in for a long night, especially a sparring session when I was a kid.
Devin, Ryan's been mandatory for you before, and then he ended up calling out Gervonta Davis. Are you confident that if he gets past Gervonta, that if you would say let's fight, that he would take that?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to see. I don't know. I can't say. I cannot speak for him. He's shown interest in fighting me before. He's been my mandatory before. He could have fought me before, but we just got to see. My main focus right now is Loma, being victorious in that fight, and then we'll go from there.
How does it feel?
What's the most challenging thing about Lomachenko's style?
He has experience in generalship. I know he's training for a dirty fight, a scrappy fight. He wants to get in and get as dirty as possible in the clinch. That's what I've heard that he's training for. So we're just preparing for whatever he brings to the table. But we know the type of fight that he wants.
How does it feel?
Like not that long ago, Lomachenko was the champ. He was the man to beat, the guy of the division. On top of most people's pound for pound list, obviously he took that loss. What do you think has changed though? Because it seems like so many people are overlooking him after his return.
I mean, I think just because his last performance wasn't his best performance. He went in there, he showed like he was aging, but he also was out of a war. I'm sure a lot was on his mind. But we just got to see. We're preparing for the best Loma on that night. We're watching his best performances, and even before he showed flaws or showed anything, I was still calling Loma out years and years ago.
How does it feel? How does it feel to fight Lomachenko as the undisputed champion, legacy fight? And it's a fight that you've been wanting forever.
Man, it's a blessing. I'm happy that finally I get my shot at it. The tables have turned. It feels good that tables have turned. That now I'm the guy. I'm the guy giving him the shot. And I'm happy that I get to prove myself. I told him to fight me then because eventually, the longer he waits, the worse it will get. And I think it's just a very, very bad time for the fight.
But there's a lot of him saying in his mind he's undefeated. Feels like he has
delusion. He's fucking delusional.
What's your thought?
He lost not once but twice. And T.O. beat him clear. The fight with Salido was close. But T.O. beat him clear. I don't care what he says. He can say about an injury, whatever the fuck you want to say. At the end of the day, he came on late in the fight, but you had the injury the whole 12 rounds. He went in there, he fought scared, and he lost versus T.O. So I don't want to hear shit about him. He only got one, or no, you say he had no losses?
No losses.
Yeah. Man, nigga, he lost twice. He's gonna lose again on May 20th.
What's your thoughts about T.O. fighting Josh Taylor?
I think it's a good fight. It's a good fight for T.O., good fight for Josh. I'm happy that fight. I'm excited for as a boxing fan to see it. I wish him the best.
I talked to Bob, and Bob said that's a fight he would like to make, you versus the winner of that fight.
Yeah, we just got to see. My main focus is Loma. Once we get past Loma, then we'll see. I mean, that's a good fight for me at 140. It's good fights for me at 135. So we'll just see what happens.
There's a lot of undefeated guys at 135. Apart from the belts, what do you feel makes Devin Haney stand out and better than the rest of the fighters at 135?
I seen today that I was just reading on my way here that Bob said the smart bet is to put your money on Loma. Put his money up then. Let's see. Tell him to put his money up if he feels like that.
How do you feel when you hear things like that?
No, like I just said, if he can put his money up, and we'll see how smart the bet is.
That motivate you?
I'm willing to bet.
That motivates you when Bob says something like that?
Friendly bet, no real money. We're not gonna bet.
Hey, what kind of fight do you think Loma's going to bring to you? Do you think it's
a dirty fight? I think Loma wants to make the fight as dirty as possible. He is a dirty fighter. He has skills. Don't get me wrong, but he relies a lot on on dirty tactics and stuff like that. So I think he's gonna try to make the fight ugly and as dirty as possible.